Well, good morning YouTubers, and welcome back to the David Swordplay channel. Now in my last video I talked about the MV Agusta Turismo Veloce, about 1 year of ownership, and whether I was going to decide to keep it for another year or trade it in for something else. Well, as you can see, I made the decision. Loved the bike though I did. I decided I wanted to get back on more of an adventure type bike. I considered the Super Tenere, but I've gone with a 2017 model of the Honda Africa Twin DCT. When I test rode this bike with DCT, I was so impressed with its low down torque. I decided it was more my style of bike, so we've gone with the Honda. And I have to say, so far, very pleased. It's done just over 5,000 miles, this bike. It's in super condition. I got a reasonable deal on the MV, so I decided to do the change. And here we are on our first long ride. It's a bitterly cold February morning, and we're heading off to Netherfield Station for a bacon sandwich and a hot cup of tea, a quick ride round some of the back roads, and back home just to give me a decent run on the bike. Now, there's a lot of people say, oh, couldn't live with the DCT. I have to say, so far, I have only reached for the clutch twice on this bike. It's got, as we all know if you've watched YouTube videos of the Honda Africa Twin DCT, it's got a drive mode. You can just leave it in that and it changes gear automatically. It's super smooth. The only thing I find a little bit disconcerting is it's in 6th gear when you're doing 30 mile an hour. But if you crack open the throttle, it seamlessly changes down and into a better gear for accelerating away, and off you go. It's just a superb system. It's got a sport mode 1, 2 and 3, which makes the gear change, holds the gear change a little bit longer and maybe a bit more aggressive. And you've also got a manual mode and 2 like shifter lever and a little button on the back to shift up and down on the left hand grip. I've tried all these and they all work really well, so very pleased to be back on an adventure bike. Although I will miss the MV for its good looks. It's been an ultra reliable bike, the old MV. I had no complaints with it really, other than dealerships just didn't seem to like the bike for a trade-in, so I decided to swap it out, and I've on top of this new, to me, Honda Africa Twin. So, in case you don't know, it's a parallel twin. This one's 1000cc. It's about 94 horsepower, but masses of torque. I think it's nearly about 96 newton meters of torque. I'll check that from way low down, so it's a much more relaxed ride than the MV, because at the MV you really had to keep the engine, that beautiful triple engine, stirring to produce the power. On this Honda, the grunt's all low down, and it's really very nice to ride. It's fun to ride. Lots of suspension travel, and we're just coming up to our friends in blue who seem to have a speed camera out. So here we are, toddling along on the A59 heading towards Gisborne. So some nice motorists flashed us to tell us about the speed camera. So getting back to the Africa Twin, so far it's a comfortable bike. I might need to tweak the handlebars, raise them up a bit. I got some Oxford heated grips thrown in with the deal, and they're working well. So yeah, very pleased. Like I say, I will miss the MV, and I wish I could have kept all my bikes I've bought over the years, but unfortunately I have to only allow one bike because that's all I really can afford. So hoping to get some good adventures on the Africa Twin. Like I say, there's been many videos done about the Africa Twin, so I shall do my ownership review and first impressions after I've done this ride maybe, and you can let me know what you think in the comments. So thank you for watching the channel. Well, if you liked your visit here, I hope you'll subscribe and give the video a like, and we'll speak again later.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of